So one Gambian guy has landed himself into a very serious trouble after he entered the train without buying ticket. Now, you know that in Italy, some trains senior some trains, okay? Some trains are higher than trains. I think one of the most senior trains around Italy is this, their Frecciarossa. The one always on red, Frecciarossa, on red. This one, this speed train, this one was Frecciarossa. You can see it. This Frecciarossa is, this one is even train Italia. Is one of um, their, fastest train in Italy, Frecciarossa, very fast. And you cannot enter that train without ticket. So they forbid it. Now, unlike other trains whereby if you enter other ones, if they meet you and you prove stubborn and also probably say that you don't have money, they may say, okay, they may likely say that you should respectfully step down from the train. If you enter Frecciarossa and you don't have a ticket, they will not let you go. Listen, they will not let you go. You must collect muta, and they are not even, they don't collect money from you and say, okay, pay so amount from here to where you're going. No, you must collect muta. They must give you fine. They must fine you for entering that train without ticket. So it's one of the worst mistakes you can do, entering that train without a ticket. Don't even think about it. Don't. All right. So on this fateful day, the 16th day of September 2024, a Gambian migrant entered that train without buying ticket. And when these controllers met him, instead of him cooperating or even taking things easy, he became violent and they started fighting these people. That triggered a call for backup. And most times, this train usually have police inside. So I think when the train made his stop, they had to, he wounded about whether four officers before they brought him under control. So I don't know what his fate is going to be. Let's quickly take a look. Let me pick it one by one because the whole story is a long list of what transpired. On the evening of Monday, 16 September, as part of the prevention, surveillance and control of the territory carried out by the patrols of the Padua, which is Padova State Police, on the railway station and in the area surrounding it, a patrol of the Pofa section arrested a 26-year-old of Gambian origin, an illegal immigrant, for resisting and injuring a public officer. Now, in particular, at 7:50 p.m., the Railway Police Compartmental Operations Center contacted a patrol from the Padua section to go to platform 2, that is Binario 2, following a request for assistance received from the train manager of the Frecciarossa coming from Napoli and headed to Venice, who reported that she had been insulted by a traveler, a foreign citizen, without a ticket, who refused to provide his personal details. Now, these personal details is your document. Once they cite this, your document, they will take record of it and then they will fine you. Now, once they give you this fine, if you don't pay this fine within certain period, I don't know whether it's within 1 week or 2 weeks, then this fine begins to accumulate. So if you're a responsible citizen and you are given a fine, then you think that it is just a joke, you can tear it and throw it away, my dear. It will wait for you. It may even, these people may even ignore you while you are young, while you are enjoying and going about. They may leave it till 10 years. By 10 years, this fine would have given birth to many other fines that will give birth to other fines, and you'll be having like 2,000 to pay as fine of something of 50 euro or 30 euro that you committed years back. So if you are given fine, if you fall into this category, please make sure you go and pay it. And there is also room for you to pay gradually. You can pay installmentally. If you have committed anything, you can even be paying 5 euros to make sure you finish your fine. But if you ignore it, you're at your own risk, because I've met somebody who they gave a fine, and when he got down from the train, he tore the paper and said, what nonsense, and threw it away. But another thing too is that sometimes some of them can be maybe, let's say, dull by giving you fine without your document. So if you are given a fine without a document, the person might escape justice because there's no evidence. Your name does not carry it. It does not bear your name. But if you have given them your document, then you know that you owe them. You must pay that fine. If not, you end up in crisis in future. Now, because the guy did not provide his personal details, immediately the POFA patrol, that is the police patrol composed of 3 officers, went to the indicted platform of the Padua station, where after a few minutes the train in question arrived. As soon as the police officers got on board, they identified the train manager and the uncooperative foreign citizen and invited him to get off the vehicle, that is the train. The latter, however, maintaining a hostile attitude also towards the officers, instead of accepting the request to abandon the convoy, jumped up and punched one of the 3 officers in the face. A fight ensued, during which the same man kicked and punched the police officers using active violence, even attempting one point to snatch the service weapon from one of the 3, without success, given the difficulty of the narrow spaces of the carriage and the continuous opposition of the individual who continued to struggle, threaten and try to hit them. The officers, having made all the passengers move away from the carriage near the one they were in, which was already empty, requested the assistance of their colleagues from the flying squad. Now, instead of this guy to, because when the police got there, they told him to calm down peacefully and leave. But this guy, instead of respecting the officers, he began to give them blow, punch them. And that one, 3 police officers, they say he even wanted to collect rifle from one of them. Those ones now have to call another group of backup guy. Why are people like this? They will now say blacks. This is what some of our people are doing. Honestly, I'm tired. Now, in the meantime, the foreigner attempted to take the charging cable of a traveler's laptop, almost 2 meters long, using it as a whip and violently hitting both officers who were trying to stop him several times, causing them several abrasions, including to the head. When the flying squad officers arrived, the man was found on the balcony facing the entrance door of the carriage with the electric cable in his hand. So these 3 police officers couldn't stop him. They have to call the flying squad, those ones, the squadron, continuing to threaten and challenge the police officer at this point, following an initial warning by usually showing him the taser, electric pulse gun, for deterrent purposes, persisting in hostile behavior and attempting to hit by waving the electric cable that he was rolling it to flog like a whip in the direction of the flying squad officers. The man was inatized with the use of 2 electrified darts thrown by the officers, and only at that moment was it possible to render him armless. Una dey see am? Who is he? The name secured and accompanied to the police headquarters was identified as a 26-year-old Gambian irregular in the national territory, effectively homeless with a criminal record for threat, stalking, resisting a public official, personal injury, aggravated robbery, battery, theft, damage, invasion of land and buildings, violation of domicile, refusal to provide personal information. Listen, oh, and already sentenced to 3 years of imprisonment in 2020 and 2021 for resistance, personal injury, robbery and damage, having entered Italy in January 2016 from Syracuse. He had applied for international protection in Venice the same year and had obtained a resident permit for humanitarian reasons renewed until 2020, when the competent territorial commission in Rome had denied him the renewal for special protection. Since 2020, therefore, he has been irregular in the national territory. At the end of investigation and investigative development, The 26-year-old was arrested for resisting a public official and injuries. Tried today, September 17th, by summary procedure. The judge validated the arrest and the respective prison measure. So that was the story. It's a very long story, you see. So I don't know why. If somebody is committing crime like this, I think the best thing is to remove, because these people are bringing bad names to others. After they will say black people, black people. You don't know that it is the mad people that you guys are keeping. So I think I'll blame the Italian government on this, because this is una pikin. It's una pikin. When una know say you get robbery, they invade houses, they invade farmland, they invade land, they invade this, they do this, they but only him, and una still keep him. What do you expect? So una get what you una deserve, as they flog una. Maybe that's what you guys want. Well, what else can I say? Let me know your opinion on this, guys. This is very embarrassing. He was fighting everybody. So if not for the help of Tesa, I don't know what they would have done, because I know how Italian police does. If they meet their match, they will run, leave. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one too. Please don't forget to use this our promo code in case you want to do any transfer to Nigeria. If you want to send money to Nigeria, don't forget to use my promo code and get all the benefits that you need. And you don't need to pay a dime while using my promo code to send money to Nigeria. Plus all the €5, £5, $10, 25 AED for you. Peace out.